What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to see if we can get this thing started. Let's get into it. Okay, so I found this thing on the side of the road. It was just sitting out there, and I asked the lady if it was for sale, and she said no, it had some issues, and she just wanted to get rid of it. So I took it. Hopefully I can try to get this thing started and maybe sell it. I'm not sure. First thing I definitely want to do, there's some pieces that are falling off. The throttle cable is stuck. It's like seized up. I'm assuming it's rusted. It looks like this thing's been kept outside. And I want to check for spark. I know there is a little bit of fuel in the tank. I looked. This top pull start cable thing, there is a bolt broken off. And what else did I notice? I think, the actual pull start handle is kind of broken. And I tried cranking on it a couple times. It will not start. So I'm going to assume with the throttle cable being seized and pull start cable being messed up, obviously it's not going to start. And I want to check for spark. I want to check the carb, which is down over here underneath the air intake. So we're going to get into that. I think first what I want to do is take off this pull start. It's just 2 bolts on the top here because the one is broken, and we'll go from there. So it looks like these top things are 10 millimeter, and they're actually pretty loose already, so assuming this has been messed with before. So I'm going to take this top part off. Here is the pull start thing. Okay, there's the whole top off. Looks like maybe unscrew this gas cap to actually pull this top off. Looks like it's missing a bolt there for the gas tank. What is this? Missing a hose there for something. Maybe this hose right here. I bet you. It's like a vent for the tank. Let me put this cap back on. One thing I did notice, I don't think this is the original cap. If it is, it don't fit very well. Don't go down very far. Let's see if we can lean that like that. Okay, and here is the intake. Well, that's pretty dirty. Looks like some $10 millimeters over here. We're gonna pop these off here. I have easier access to the spark plug now as well. So I'm gonna take the spark plug out and see how it looks. Now I'm gonna try to get this intake off so that we can have a look at the carb. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. Okay, so it's just 1 bolt here and 2 nuts holding this little air thing on with some, looks like this might be the, I don't know what this is, another vent. There's another tube back here that was connected to it. So here's the carb. I may take my air compressor and blow this off. It's pretty dirty. There's a gasket here. See if we can salvage this. It went on like that. Just come off? It does. Okay. So we have some cables up here. Okay, I might actually be able to just take this. I can. Alright, that was just sitting on here, it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna slide that over. This goes up here, and this goes to either the throttle or the choke, I'm not sure. This is the throttle. So obviously it's not going to come off because this fuel line is on here. So take the fuel line off. Oh man, that sucker was on there. Now because the fuel tank is leaning down, no fuel should be going in there. I mean, who knows if that fuel is even good. With that fuel tank off, this carb kind of just slides off. Well, maybe. Now that we're at the threads, it's not. And with this, these links up here still connected, it's not.
What's that smell?
Gasoline. Okay, so this just pops right off like that. And then actually, this comes off. I keep saying that. This thing, I can't seem to get it off of here. That's the only thing stopping this. There's gotta be a way to get this off. Oh, like that, I guess. I'm gonna set that back on there. The carb is now free. I'm sure it has fuel in it. I'm gonna dump the fuel out and I'm gonna bring it over to my workbench. Okay, I drained the fuel out, used a 10 millimeter and unscrewed this right here. And drained the fuel out, and I'm gonna do the same on this bottom here to take this bowl off. Might have to stick it in my vise for a second. Just to loosen it. Well, okay. The bowl is actually really clean. So maybe the jets are float doesn't look damaged. Looks okay. I'm gonna get the air compressor and blow it out. Okay, so I got the bowl back on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and hook everything back up because it really wasn't dirty, and I blew out all the jets and all the holes that I can find. So I'm just gonna stick this thing back on and get all these little pieces back together. The bowl wasn't stuck, the float, I mean, so maybe it's this throttle cable being seized. I'm not sure. We'll go to the other side and take a look in a second. Okay, so unfortunately I cannot tug on this thing hard enough. I recently injured myself on a four-wheeler, so I can't actually pull hard enough on this thing to get it to spark, so I'm gonna have to wait. I tried turning the nut over on there, and I can't do it with any of the drills I got, so I'm gonna have to wait till I can get a little stronger to pull this pull cord. I will say the throttle cable was 100% seized. I got it a little bit loose, but it was so frayed. I'm gonna have to buy a new one, and I found a couple on Amazon, and they're only like 10 bucks or 15 bucks. I can't remember. I'll have to look again. So I'll 100% need a new throttle cable, or I guess it's not a throttle cable, it's a brake cable because it holds the brake on here. So maybe that has something to do with it too. I'm not 100% sure. Like before I can start it, maybe I'll have to do that. I don't know. Maybe that's all that's wrong with it. Who knows? But I can't actually pull the cord hard enough and fast enough to engage the spark plug. So I'm going to have to wait a couple days, or maybe figure out a different way to spin over the top here. I put everything back together, and I did get this thing to start. It was sparking. I was able to take the brake cable. I was calling it the throttle cable or something. It's actually called the control cable. And I took it off, and I actually rigged it with, because I didn't have any wire, so I used some old pipe that I had, or like a tubing that I had, and pulled the brake off of the flywheel, or I guess it's a flywheel up top here, and it allowed me to actually pull start it. It finally got started, ran. I hooked some string up to it, runs great. Right now I actually found a bolt that will fit the rear tank, the gas tank, sorry, and attach it to this top piece of plastic. I looked up some of these nuts and the studs that come up here, because that one is broken, and it's just not, I don't think it's going to be worth it for me to buy. But I need to order a new cable, and I ordered a new air filter like tune-up kit, and it came with a spark plug and a new fuel filter. But I won't get that for like a week, so I'm not going to worry about that. The other thing is I will need a new pull start handle, and whatever this thing is, which I mean I looked it up, it's a charcoal filter or something. It's connected to the fuel tank, but I have no idea where it sits up in here. I cannot figure it out. But I got some old fuel hose. I'm going to try to attach it to that because it looks like it attaches to the actual fuel tank up here. And then this line that it runs from it runs to the air box, which is all cracked and broken. So hopefully this old fuel line will work. It's a lot thicker, but it looks like it's the right diameter for the actual, whatever that's called. I can't remember. But anyway, I should be able to use this old fuel line, and I should have enough that I can reach over there. It's just not super flexible because it's so thick. But I'm going to try to do that right now. Okay, so that charcoal canister goes right here in this little cap, or this plastic top piece. There's a little point where you can pop it in, and this fuel line did fit, and I ran it to the air box. And then the other line connects to like a breather tube for the fuel tank. So I used the old line that was for this, because this one is shorter to the fuel tank, and cut it off and then shoved it in there and then worked it to here. So all the air lines, the vent lines are hooked back up. All right, guys, I got the new brake control cable in, and I got the filter, pre-filter, spark plug, and fuel filter in. So first things first, we're going to get this control cable on and make sure the handle still works. So it's definitely different. The old version has clips on. The new version is like this. So we are going to open this sucker up, and hopefully it fits. So let's get to it. Okay, so I can actually take this rigged little hose thing I have here off of here. This thing looks pretty simple. I mean, it should be. Just hooks down here into here like that. I'm assuming this just pops in there. This cable supposedly, I guess, just goes like that. I'll probably actually, well, yeah, it'll come out. Go underneath this pull start. Pop this sucker in here like that. And then this should go in here. Well, that seems like it works no problem. Look like it's having any binding issues. It's pulling that brake off. I do think what I'm going to do is zip tie this thing down here, like maybe there. That way it's kind of out of the way. So technically it should start right now. Let's see. And shuts off. Works perfectly. All right, now on to the air filter, spark plug, and fuel filter. All right, so the air filter should be pretty self-explanatory. You pop these two clips off. Well, should be. And the filter comes off. And here's the new filter. And the pre-filter. I'm assuming the filter goes like that. I figured it went like this, because it fits in there pretty well. But where does the air actually come from? Oh, right there. So I wonder if this pre-filter is supposed to be in here. Pre-filter must be in here. And then the filter. And then it kind of hooks into there. Just clips in. There's the new air filter and pre-filter. Here's the old one. It's kind of messed up. The craziest looking fuel filter I've ever seen. It's tiny. I'm assuming, I mean, this is normal. I don't know. I've never seen a fuel filter like this. And I'm just going to assume it's inside this tank right here, underneath here, which means I'll probably, what I might do is tip this thing that way so that the fuel's not coming out right there. Pull it off and see if that's where that is. Let's just try that. See if we can do this without spilling fuel everywhere. Even though it already smells like it's spilling everywhere. Not be. It looks like it is. There it is. I don't know if I have it in camera. So it actually doesn't look bad at all. But I am going to put the new one in. Put this hose back on. Put this clamp back on. And get this thing right side up before it pours all the gas out. Okay, fuel filter done. That's the next step. Clean it and try to sell it. Okay, end of the video, guys. I didn't really film an outro for that. I sold it, made 200 bucks on it, listed on Facebook, was on there for 2 or 3, maybe 4 days. Sold it, made some money. It's a decent profit because I got the thing for free. This is the end of the video. Don't really have much else to say. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. I have a couple projects in the future, especially for the Tundra. Considering that, this is a little hint. So, thanks for watching. Join the members if you want to see more of this kind of stuff and want to help support me. It's only 99 cents a month. Other than that, I appreciate you guys. Again, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.